Cool, guys. So we need to learn how to take people down without exposing ourselves to getting taken down ourselves. So we're going to talk about how to grab a single leg on somebody, and then we're going to talk and specifically how to finish that single leg, and we're going to also talk about different ways to enter it. One's timing based, and one is sort of one you can take anytime you want. But the position itself, right, looks like me grabbing somebody's leg, and I have their leg. So we're going to talk about how to finish this position. So watch me what I do. Boom. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. So you're going to deal with people putting their foot in different funny places on you. Maybe they're hooking between your legs. Maybe they're hooking around your waist. You don't really want to deal with these. The optimum place will always be in our armpit, facing on our belly side. I'm gonna use my arm. I'm gonna put my hammer fist part of my wrist on his knee. I'm gonna squat. I'm gonna start backing up till we get butt to butt, and I'm gonna push his knee to the ground. Boom, just like this. There's opportunities for me to grab his ankle with my hand, right? We want to pass those up. I want to use my body to push his butt to make his hands start reaching for the ground. Boom. That's not that important, but it's good if you could do it. Watch what I do. I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to grab his waist, and I'm going to take my other hand and grab his waist. Whenever I grab his waist and his hands are on the ground, I want to do a very good job of linking my hands together and getting heavy on the person to where their weight is wearing me. I don't want my feet, it's heavy, huh, Coach?
Oh, yeah.
You can go down to your elbows. I'm not happy until he's on both knees and both elbows, but this is good. This is way better than him being up on his feet in what we call the quad pod. Let's do one. Coach has my leg. Boom. He brings my ankle to his armpit on his belly side. Yes. Runs it back. Boom. He's able to grab my waist. Boom, boom. And he can be heavy on me. You might want to rush to jump on the back. Behave yourselves. Don't rush it. It's just like turning somebody double-legging you into a guillotine. Sometimes you got to know better. But also there's a saying, know your cattle. Sometimes you can get somebody in it.
Time and place.
Time and place. Time, place, and manner. So we're going to worry about that later. Not so important what happens when we get the back. The fact is that we translated me grabbing someone's leg to me exposing their back. Now let's talk about how to enter it. All right, we're ready. We're going to grab somebody's leg. So we got the person who's standing in front of us like a statue, and we got the person who's like Muhammad Ali in front of us, right? Right? So we say this a lot when it comes to defending our guard, and that's more advanced. But sometimes you could answer static positions like holding positions with like leverage and technique. But when somebody's just fast and crazy with the athleticism and like maybe they're like a blitz passer or a takedown artist who's just like super like fluid with their motions, you got to answer motion with motion. You can't answer motion with technique. So we're gonna kind of have like a dual class where one's like a guy who's kind of dynamic and you can't predict his motion, and one where he's just planted in front of you and just trying not to do a whole lot. So let's start with the easier one, the guy who's a plant. So if he's staggered stance, we'll talk more about the difference in the stances too in a future class. If he's right foot forward, I want to be right foot forward. Just cause, that's how we're gonna do it. Generally, I want my lower hand protecting my leg. Generally. That's important. This can rarely become the attack hand, but it can, right? So this is how we're going to start because this is how we're going to defend. Whenever it's time to attack, we're going to switch things up. I'm going to switch to where we mirror him. So if he's right foot forward, if we put a mirror between us, it's going to look like we're mirroring one another, right? So now that we're here, my hand's still protecting my leg, but I'm not defensive. I'm going to reach with my trail hand. This is my trail leg and my trail hand. This is my lead leg and my lead hand. I'm going to reach and shoulder post with my trail hand on his trail shoulder, and that's going to put a little bit of weight on his back leg, and that's when I could take my lead hand and grab his lead leg and lift it up. And this is the situation where we're going to be able to start hiking it up into our shoulder, start taking the back. Boom, boom, right? So coach is in front of me, and we're doing same side stance. I'm right leg forward, he's right leg forward. When he's ready to attack, he switches, he mirrors. Boom. He touches my trail shoulder with his trail arm, and he snatches my lead leg with his lead arm.
This is pretty serious.
Technical difficulties. The fan okay? Easy, brother. Come on, man. So he's got me where he wants me. He gets it up to his armpit, and it's just exactly what we've been doing. If you do find yourself with it in the wrong armpit, you could do stuff. You could do stuff, but you're gonna want to be worried about a lot of things. Because I could flying armbar, flying triangle. Me having my foot on the outside, he's like in my guard radius. So if you think about it like that, versus this, he's not in my guard radius. He's not there. If he's here, and I'm an 18-year-old purple belt, flying triangle. If he's grabbing my collar, flying armbar. If he's grabbing my head, flying armbar. Flying stuff happens. So that's kind of why you don't want to do that. So that's the technical way. Boom. Pretty easy. Let's work on it. This one should work for you. All right, guys. So now we got somebody who's in front of us. They're moving around. We're going to have to approach it defensively. Got to wait for my turn. So if this person's in front of us moving and grooving, chances are he wants to make a connection with us at some point in the future. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be protecting my lead leg with my lead arm, kind of having a palm up grip. So let me switch those. So if he would kind of take a shot, I could shoot an underhook and wrestle the guy up and maybe throw him. Right? So this is what I'm going to be doing. This hand, my trail hand, is going to have a job. It's going to be to post. Right? So as coach would go to reach for my head, reach for my head, I would post it. So I posted with my lead arm. So you could be ready for both, and you should be ready for both. But you got somebody who's in front of you dancing, my goal should be it's like hot potato. I don't want him touching my head. I want to touch his elbow before he touches my head. And I'm ready with my Y grips. My Y grips are loaded. As you go, boom, that's all I need. If he already connects with me, man, I'm not going to be able to bump it off. He's going to be locked in. He's going to be locked in. I got to push the person away with frames, clear it off, and wait for my next opportunity. This is the answering motion with motion. He's in front of me. I can't really push on him. He's moving too well. Boom. You don't even need to grab the leg. While we're drilling this, work when you're timing. The leg grab's the easy part. You're wrestling. Boom. Grab. Boom. Once we have it here, it's really easy. Make sure I'm not in his guard. Where you take it down. Try not to deviate from putting his hands on the ground. That's kind of where you're going to want to go. So I'm in front of Julian. I'm wrestling. I'm the maniac. Boom. I reach. Boom. Bang. Oop. Yep. But that's the move. Change levels. Post, change levels. Boom. Bang. Let's try it.